today, the 23rd day of February 2021. We want to lay on a table the misunderstanding. Is that misunderstanding? I doubt myself. I go say the Gbagbati or the Paupa, where the local government commission one for use on the local council. One for use? No. We then don't use on the local council. Again, the Paupa, the Gbagbati, where the local government use on the local council. And then we want for lay na table. Yes. You the one that say, waiting, then don't do again this time around. Because you go find out, say, the local council and the local government ministry, then two then they not look they see find something day. And all time then can get half chamot. Vacancies then be there, na different local council them. And because of that, the local council there, now they know the kind of about people where they need for come inside the council there for can work. But the local government commission feel to say, then sabi pass the local council. Then think to say, na then for decide who that for go work na the local council. So then go ahead and recruit people them for work na the different local council them. When they done, then send the all day for let them go work. The local council them back then say, no, una no say first this one, una not supposed for do am. Why una do am? Well, we dey go lay complain to parliament. Now I can say, if we cook, we give the politician there, it go better. Well, within parliament, fair not, after they don't talk to the local council and the local government commission. You want for know? Relax. Now that we dey deal with tonight. But before that, NACOVAC status update for COVID-19 na salon for today. The labs them analyze 369 test them. 369. And out of that 369, 5 turn out for be positive. And then 5 cases when are positive for the first free tongue. No did hey. Even in brother self, Western area rural, no did So today Western area urban and Western rural, then take a back seat and say let them watch what's in the other one they're able for do. And the one they show face today, whilst the one and they take the back seat, Koinadugu 1. Kainlau 1 and inbound passengers 3. Now then one then they get make we get the 5 positive cases for today. Because of those 5 positive cases where we get, the confirmed cumulative number now for the positive cases there in Salone, it'll reach 3,862. For the past 24 hours, we no lost nobody to COVID-19, so we still stand at 79. The one them with in isolation, now 1,174. The one them with recover for the past 24 hours, 0. Today, nobody no recover. So we still stand at 2,609. The one them with in quarantine now 116. The one amount on discharge from quarantine are 14,453. Let me check the Mano River Union countries them. For today, Sierra Leone 5, as I've been telling you just now. Guinea 60. Guinea then can just cut out, Guinea 60. Today na Guinea lead the group. Even Ivory Coast self back down. Liberia self we not in show face, then show face today 8. Ivory Coast 13. So Guinea na then lead. Another Ivory Coast so then go appear tomorrow, You go see I've been talking here. So that one they give you a total number of 86 new cases them na the Mano River Union countries them. The cumulative death, Sierra Leone 79, as I've been telling you. Guinea 87, Liberia 85, Ivory Coast 188. From yesterday to today, Ivory Coast lost 2 people. Ivory Coast lost 2 people and Guinea lost 1 person. So the Mano River Union countries them lost 3 people them to COVID-19 for today. We don't give a total number of 439 people them we don't lost their life to COVID-19 and the Mano River Union countries them. We pray say and soul them go rest in peace and the memories them go live on. NACOVAC gets a press release. And they don't revise again. Waiting at the revision they make this time around. This is to inform the general public for say the 90-minute restriction on congregational worship is lifted effective immediately. That 90 minutes what they say, where you go na church, you go na mosque, you go pray to that you believe for pray to, you know, for spend the past 1 hour 30 minutes, in order again. What mean say, now where you see you go. Well, if you forget you also road again, na in that. Before, you know, for past 1 hour 30 minutes by service. By the moment you na dey pray, for past 1 hour 30 minutes, and after that, una for clean thoroughly before the other one they come inside. Now they say, and they do that again. Now where you see go? Well, left to you and coffee order now. Then say the church and the mosque them, then go now return to the normal service them. But then for adhere to the infection and prevention and control protocols them, will include for wear face mask, for wash the hand, for do safe distancing and regular disinfection. And say the church engaging in the whole night prayer, you know, where they can do that all night prayer. And then they remind them for say curfew day now, where they from midnight to 5 a.m. And then for ensure say everybody where they attend the event for tap within the confines of the church, because curfew go bet them if they come out na do for can't keep company. They na church, they inside the church compound. And so NACOVAC say. So that one day they don't listen. Now then pull another press release where they say the COVID-19 testing centers them. They across the country now. They say NACOVAC want for remind the general public say the COVID-19 testing sites them they're available all over the country. Then test the sites here then open from Monday to Saturday. Monday to Saturday. And so as we continue for keep COVID on the check, it's very important that you make use of this wonderful opportunity for make you know your status. More so, we beaucoup people them, can be the career and spread at them. When me say now, then they carry them, then they spread them, so zig, and so then they spread them. And say they spread this bad virus without they not even know self say, then get them. They say, but when you go test, you dey protect yourself. And not yourself no more. You dey protect your family and your community. And that's so we go succeed for keep the case them very low. I don't agree, sir. The more we test and the more the numbers then go very high. But after we don't test a lot of people, we'll go reach the climax and the tell go begin count down. That if we not reduce the number of tests. But anyway, that's so nako vaccine. It didn't police be safe. For people in the Western area, you can now go to any of the following centers: Adga Waterloo, Joe Chinese Hospital, Piermona Kleintown, Rokupa Government Hospital, Macaulay Street Government Hospital, Kiama Road Government Hospital, Lumley Government Hospital. Then side and day, you go able to do and day. Now they say, they want them where they na the provinces where they up country, then can also go na the government hospital them where they dey. Not to the government hospital here where they tell we when we move over na just Saturday. Now I tell we say, they say them for cow them gloves them. But then say, Nakova can make me you know say, then government hospital there, yeah, within at the different districts them. Then they offer COVID-19 test. I know say we people in the field for take the test. But there, we will get people in the different provinces them. We know they far from the government hospital them. It's free. It not cost nothing. I don't know if we can able to talk them in to just go to those government hospital and go take the test. So that we know exactly how it's been carried on. Trust me. Tripoli. Now it's me reach. Yeah? We go there. We go na the hall. Anyway, we'll pass near no more. We go try for say one for take test. Now you're waiting in the sea. Because when you test yourself, you go know who's you team up. If you're positive or you're negative. And that one they go help you if you get them, make you not spread them. Then they ask you, what do you wait for? Get tested now and help Mama Salon for recover better and stronger. Waiting you the wait for. Test yourself so that you go help Mama Salon for get better and stronger. But like I said, do ya? I don't know, people and they scared for go take am say now where you go take am and then go say this and then go say that. But we will get people them na the provinces. It didn't know. Who get people them? They allow tell let them go get tested. Me first. Hey, Papa God. I not talk like breeze, no care and go. Because even the way they now to me. Why they go salon? Before they reach, If I go take test, if I get a negative result, they wait for me. Then I go every week. Me I test, so I get it alone. If you can inside them for just test how the system is working. Until they say get tested, and not to me one who go test. Alright. No left hand first. Where the 10 reach, no pull close fit no me to it. No cancel program proper. As I've been telling we na the headline just now, for say the local government commission and the local council. Well, one person feel to say he gets drink passing other company. Now we they talk about decentralization for make the local council then get more power so that then go able to carry on waiting they're supposed for do we go make the community better and stronger. One power where the local council get now for make them hire people them where they need na the council for work with. But the local government say, una na council, we na government. We na who for decide who that for work with una. Not to una for decide who that una want for hire. Then go ahead, then hire, then distribute. Council say, the month una dey open for una. Na no kaya o. Because we know to we hire una first. Because not to we hire una go to the local government and then hire una. And the local council then gather themselves and say let them go lay complaint at parliament. Because it look like if I say the local government feel to say now then get all the powers that be. And who go ask them question self. With them then get government na their name. Local government commission, local government ministry. Then get government na their name. You na council no more. So why you feel to say they were not for able you? Okay. Well, after the council they don't go lay complaint na parliament. Now the local government committee na parliament where the chairman na Honorable Aaron Aruna Kuruma then call the minister and he bon show them. He kabudu them. Then call them all. Then they can parliament. May they can explain because the councillors them they don't explain the mayors then they don't explain their own. Make them why yourself can explain what happen. Well, you want for those waiting be really happen after parliament be don't sit down, listen to both sides them. This now waiting the local government committee, chairman na parliament, Honorable Aaron Aruna Kuruma, want for make me you know. Although this guy not look they talk, but anyway, let's listen am.
And some 2 weeks ago, we received a letter of complaint from the local government association of Sierra Leone, where a body, where all the chairman and see then get that body there.
He said 2 weeks ago, I go lay complaint to them. You see the channel? If he said they no go able fit the local government, so then go lay complaint na parliament. Yeah? Now continue. Now be 2 weeks ago.
Raising alarms or red flags on some unprocedurial or illegal recruitment.
Illegal recruitment. Now so then go lay complaint. For say the procedure where they use not correct for recruit them people here. Somebody they can't talk na me is. You not sure say now their own party people they don't go hire so. Me I don't know. I don't know. What I know is the complaint we're gonna parliament now for say them people here the procedure where they use for hire them not correct. Who that do am? Local Government Commission. Let me continue for listening to the Honorable.
We, the Local Government Service Commission, conduct. And as a responsible parliament, we've been here for call the chief administrators and the mayors for make we establish based on law whether the recruitment was indeed done based on how it's supposed to be done. Okay. And as per law, they tell you exactly, say, they not consult with them as how the law stipulates.
Number one, the law stipulates, say, them for consult the mayors them. They want them where they in charge in that area they're supposed to be consulted. Violation number one, they not consult them. Yeah? That's the violation number one. They not consult them. Let us continue.
Because the law say, now the council, now them for initiate the consultation. You know that.
Now the council for, in other words, what you say?
Also, when there are vacancies in councils, now them for consult to the commission.
The council, now them for consult with the commission. If the council not consult with the commission, how the commission no say vacancy then dey? Because now we use this first failure, the consultation process. It say they not consult them. How then take no say? Then different council there, they need then certain number of people there for work day. All right, let's continue.
The commission they now advertise found on their behalf, but the process is for be done at the respective councils.
I hope you listen how this thing for be done. The council they start the initiative and care and go to the local government. Yeah, the local government then they do the advertisement. Then they come back. It come back to the council. Okay? But this first part of this consultation, where they say they were not consulted, I don't know if now the second part for say now they begin them, then care and go, then when they now they advertise, now they then just run with her. Continue.
We therefore call the minister, we are the head of the ministry, and the local government service commission for also hear their own part.
All right. The minister, when I in the head, and call them na parliament. Say complaint don't come on. Then say the procedure they wanna use not correct. Illegal. So una don't hire. It's an illegal hiring force. Is it even a hiring? No, not over the council. Anyway, hey.
It's as they don't come before una as a committee for una self get their own part. What maybe they respond due to question them where una may come up with.
Well, it came out clear. We are lawmakers and we should always be seen respecting the laws we make.
Parliament, honorable. Honorable, they tell we they are lawmakers and they expect all the other ministry there for respect the law we don't do at the land. Local government ministry, did they respect that law? Let's continue.
And we'll be arguing on law based on within the law we govern the governance of local government. See, when at the Local Government Act of 2004. We ask the chief, of course, the Local Government Service Commission for making them tell we whose mandate we then get for conduct recruitment.
They ask them first. Because them is supposed to advertise, but the recruitment process should be done by the various councils them we need them people there. They ask them now, say, una don't come before parliament. Yeah? Whose ground, whose part by the constitution we una use for make una recruit them people here where una don't recruit. You know whose part them fenam? Okay.
Of course, it come out clearly say they don't get any mandate whatsoever based on law where they able to cite for saying that this provision now give me power for conduct recruitment. But rather,
when they ask them that question, they're not able to pick nothing by the constitution. We go show them say, now ain't then use for recruit them people here we then recruit. local government commission, local government ministry, hire people them. They know, say them for go because the trust will be there between them already. Between the council and the local government ministry. The trust will be there. Where the council here, the council they say, hey, we not get right for do them thing, but outside, bagbati don't come inside. That ministry there first, enough funny. They not listen. Now Parliament asks them say, okay, until una don't recruit, they are una show we back. Una show we. Who standing una use? Who say una pull under the constitution or even una own book or una get for make una do it una do so. They not get none. Who that you want blame for this one? Number one first, this first failure na. Who that you want blame? The ministry, the chief minister. Why the chief minister for cancer? Oh yes, Nana the chief for all the ministries there. So that you want blame for this? Or you just think say, then feel say then get more power past the councils then. But then forget say, we dey talk about decentralization na. For make the council themselves begin get power. For do wetin they need for do. For hire the people where they need for work with them. When not to government, they go chook person by them. Alright. I'll continue.
In all of the provisions of section 31.1 and 31.2, very clear see now the council now aim for carry out recruitment. And we see this as a challenge, as an issue we will not for accept just like that. Because the spirit behind decentralization, it will just be killed just by that.
The spirit behind decentralization, now in the local government, one for kill. By the way, manner, when they behave so. The spirit behind decentralization, now they want kill. It say we see this as a challenge because waiting do when they started this, the council tell and say they not get right, but they not listen. Then still go ahead and do them. So Honorable Aaron now they tell we say, in feel to say, this bio they try for bio the decentralization process. You self don't spend money for that decentralization process. Now the local government they try for knife so now. Okay, I'll continue.
Already we see the sector being challenged with a lot of centralization. Services the way the council are supposed to do, the sector then they take them without anybody for raise any concern.
Thing them where the council is supposed for do. And the local government commission there, they take care of the council there. For say no, una no get rights for do the thing. We name get government param. Una name get council. Well, too local, but government pass council. So then they always this minister. I don't know. I really don't know if this local government here, if they can help on this decentralization. I really don't know. Because now them for the bio the council them for say, oh okay, yes, well, if we not get an understanding, let's offend somebody for interpret the law for we. But no, then just feel to say, now them for tell the council and waiting them for do. Now they don't begin to now they can say, well, even for choose mayors them, if for be from independent side, they're not for them are no political party. Well, not to that they talk about today. Because this thing will happen so, not the aid for make the decentralization process come in faster. And not to this normal, but could thing they did, chamont, always they did. Where the council is saying, now we for do this, and say, no, not to now not get right. Now local government for do this. Yeah? I'll continue.
So if the very ministry way for promote decentralization, or the very sector way for promote decentralization, then they be the people now where they in turn centralized functions where they don't decentralize na the local council. We see them as a challenge. We think say we need for calling to book for ensure say due processes is followed.
For sure say due processes is followed. Then for call them to book say una don't step out of una own area. Una coming back in the pond, out of the pond, in the circle, out of the circle. Una for the inside the circle, una not for common do. And una for help with the decentralization.
Right, recruitment done, and they don't post people in a different side them. So for now, as this meeting and an issue still there on who that for recruit, no recruit. So what's not be the stance of the committee?
They don't recruit done. They don't post the people themselves. Even though they be tell you they don't post the people there. Now Parliament don't say they not be get right for recruit. What did you feel say for happen to them people where they recruit? What do you really feel say for happen now? They don't get them job. So what's for happen to them? Even though they were recruited illegally, the procedure was not correct. And they said they recruit them for the council. But if you go through the procedures, no, it's not for the council. I don't know that they recruit for. Now, the council say they don't want them people in there. So I feel say Parliament settle this issue. And the question where they ask them more. But these guys, I go around before they come with the answer. Now listen.
On this issue.
Well, the stance of the committee very clear. Waiting clear, what is wrong is wrong. And there is no clarity or no substance way the commission able advance as to waiting get their mandate for conduct recruitment. So in other words, the recruitment in its rule is procedural and it completely wrong. But the minister, of course, he was here and he asked, yes, he not be a promoter of illegalities. So being that he don't agree, then kind of post there, he go make sure say he call the parties concerned for say he gets the due process to be done for ensure say there is full involvement or consultation as stipulated by the law.
Okay. The minister are now in talk say since he don't know. But this time the same minister where the council and they complain say they not get rights for doing, he still ignore them. So I go talk say now we know. Or since they come up from Parliament, or since Parliament asked and say, okay, on what grounds you use for recruiting people here? On what grounds you use for recruiting? But he say now he know now, well now he go now for go consult. Okay, let's continue, yeah?
Right. And that's exactly what the committee expects, to ensure that the laws we make are respected.
All right. So what about the people now they don't post a different side?
Coaching will pain them more. Now the fact that they recruit you out of any kind of circumstance they are. Then sometimes after 3 or 4 or 5 years, where sometimes government change or sometimes one minister change, where sometimes see this process of course wrong. Easily need for going at the file. When once you are established, not to cancel recruiting, a commission, I recruit when also supposed to be, he lost the job just like that. So what they do now for also give them protection.
Yeri the Honorable on the sideway in out. Say what if minister change, government change, then when they come then say, then be hire you illegally. He saying I lost your job soon. Okay. Let's say anything on that one day. But now that thing used as an example. Say if government change, minister change, then can find out say not to the council hire you. Instead, now they look at government ministry and be hire you. He say you lost your job one time. Let that sink as we carry on.
For ensure say, may the due process be done. They can be the very people who go still work, but may they allow law make sure say we clean the recruitment process for give them security.
Then can be the same people where sometimes perhaps maybe somehow the council go take them in. But then therefore allow them for clean the process. But not to full assurance so he say then can be, which means say then not can be. Eh? But they need for clean the process. Because the process we they use, it dirty.
Alright. Una give ruling inside this matter. We not like some of the ruling there.
Where the ruling now for established say the process is based on what you would get now the process on procedural and not based on law, as the commission not even supposed for recruit, but rather the council for recruit in consultation with the commission. In other words, the council when they want for recruit, they only need for consult the commission, and the commission now, whenever they do adverts, the people already apply, they therefore fulfill the criteria as per section 31(2) of local government act, when are the guidelines with the commission they set. And in as much as that one was never established, we wait and call say the whole recruitment process was flouted.
The whole recruitment process not correct. And we know. It's not correct. But then people now they don't hire. What thing ever happen for them? Listen.
And that we recommend, see, being that the minister said already in 2 weeks, within the 2 weeks, making ensure see due processes are followed by way of having full consultation with all parties concerned.
He say the minister say me then get in 2 weeks. Making go consult. So inside that 2 weeks day, he go try for fix things. Remember, he don't hire. How he go fix them thing here now inside 2 weeks? Eh? Mr. Minister, sir. You not fixer.
And get onto it. And give last will say, in as much as there have been ongoing postings, we'll put an hold on them forthwith for ensure.
They don't put an hold on the postings. Because the minister be done they post people outside them for go, outside them for go work. Parliament don't put an hold on that. You then post don't go. I like you be don't reach and yourself work not there for you right now. Because you are illegally hired by the local government ministry when at the local council line for hire you. But now the minister want use 2 weeks for making on cajole and sabi talk and try for do
For ensure see all of the one way they post may stay put, may not go on post right now until the minister get back to parliament.
You know for go no side if they be done post, you not go there. Else you don't place nothing they say for you. Until the minister get back to parliament after that 2 weeks, where you go down see say you not able to work with them other mayors there. For me then get an understanding. I don't know which face he get for go meet them. Where he be say, then be don't tell her. Say pa, now we roll this, not to you roll. And he be don't lose them. What you want go tell them now? Because now I don't tell parliament say, since he don't know, well, he go and work on that. May then get in 2 weeks. Okay.
I put on all people where they don't post. This don't be the second time when they give them directive. If this time around they fail, waiting will be the role of the committee.
This now the second time where parliament they talk to the local government ministry about this. The second time where then they talk to them. So not to the first time. Where in they can't talk. Now make way talk for say, oh, well, and I know. Parliament, them don't engage and force. It's still carry on, do what you want to do. But now they don't put on hold, well, maybe it go all water because an hold day.
Well, it's very clear in our section 933. Whatever we discuss now, we can lead to legislation. And if they fail for do that one day, the provisions of the 1991 Constitution very clear as to what will be the next steps of. And for sure, we will take tougher actions.
Then go take tougher actions against the ministry if it be say they know your reward. Because they're supposed for your reward. They want to know they don't get job done well, not in that. But for now, make a come in with Usman Toli, make we hear what thing he gets for we today. Yes, Usman Toli, you get the platform, sir.
Okay, Triple A first, I just want to tell Aaron Aruna Kuruma, we are the chairman for the local government committee in the parliament. Thank you for that in submission day. Triple A, the issue of decentralization and they face some serious challenge in our country. And decentralization is a very good thing for the effective running of a country. But it face some serious challenges. You know why? It go back to one of the topics that we bring last week. You say politics, nine boil salon. And this, it resonates. I tell you last week, AAA, in Sierra Leone, every sector, every institution, and every activity in our country is politicized. And this is a clear example. We therefore take the bull by the horn. Sometimes we therefore speak truth to some of them here. This is a clear example. This is why decentralization, they face serious challenge in our country. Very, very serious challenge in our country. Yeah, a simple matter. Simple matter. You want to tell me, say, the local government commission don't know their roles and responsibility? They know. But they want to handle the recruitment process. Simple as that. They know, say, they know, like how Aruna Kuruma just explained. The process is simple. When local government want to recruit, all they need to do is for consult the ministry. Say, we want to do something, then they advertise, we're not the commission. When they don't advertise, then the appropriate local authority will carry out the recruitment process. They know, not to say they don't know, but they just want to take the recruitment by their own way, how they want to. Jobs are awarded on party lines. Sometimes we therefore speak truth to some of these issues. We have to. Jobs are awarded on party lines. We therefore carry out the recruitment process for how we recruit the people they all want. As simple as that. This man knows what he do. Simply. Sometimes we therefore be honest to ourselves. Okay, decentralization, one of the things that we feel say if we do them well in our country, it will bring about sustainable development. What are the advantages then? Let's just take an easy for now. Decentralization, one, is a pull pressure from the central government. Because the local government, now they know their own people then, now they know how they deal with them, and they bring ease how they will deal with their own people then. And they bring about efficiency in terms of administration. Now one of the biggest advantages then, what they get in terms of decentralization, it motivates the local councils. Because at least they give them their own role, what they do. Yeah? And they bring quick decision making. Because they deal with the people on a regular basis. Yeah? And we all know the pressure with local government again at Salon. Too much work. Leading to, and all they bring corruption at the country. But if they delegate some of these functions to the local government will perform their role there. Yeah? So, for the central government, just ignore and continue to interfere with the role of the local government is highly problematic. And the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, now their own responsibility for implement the decentralization and local government reforms. Then send the minister for go do that work. This very man, in a sense, said, look, you go look after the local government affairs. Instead of you go promote the local government affairs, you go promote the party agenda. It's wrong. And this is not a way that today starts. This is why we get too much problems in our country today. When they go there, now they own party and they go promote their own agenda. We get this from previous government. But as we go, I will give you some examples then. How this don't affect the country. We see some of who live in our country are in the diaspora, we see how effective local government is. We see how effective local government is. Remember, AAA, now this very forum, we discuss where the EU been doing some policy framework, where they consult the local people in terms of decentralization activity, the way they want to undertake. Where then we allocate 4.5 million euros for 4 local councils then see the reasoning. Then see the reasoning behind decentralization in the country. They know it's a powerful way forward for that country. So they allocate 4.5 million. When they take this framework, when they take this to the central government, the central government, they raise a number of concerns. But whether those concerns were genuine or not is another matter. It's another matter. What are their own concerns? In fact, one of the concerns when I raised was fiscal decentralization. What did that mean? It just means whether they perform some functions such as taxes and spending, how they will go about it. They also talk about political aspect of the decentralization, which is basically what they talk about now, So, and admin, them say, well, they don't want where that framework they interfere with their own plans then. But the fact is that we don't see how the central government, they jam out with the local government in recent times. I'll take a classic example in the recent government. We don't see inside the mayor, they increase property tax in Africa. What thing happen? Look, same local governments, see, they're not aware of it. They make so many excuses. Again, that show you, the confusion between the central government and that of the local government. Recently in Nigeria, we see Usa Kasho, where the chairman of the Western Rural District, they accuse SLRA, say, well, their own functions, then therefore consult them on certain issues, then, all of these things. Just tell you, say, the way our central government they go, decentralization, they go in that country today, it look like it therefore take a long time before it mature. And that would have been a very powerful tool for help the administrative process in that country. But they happen. AAA, as I say, we get a long way for go. We get a long way for go in the sense that jobs are important. They know say jobs are a critical aspect of the campaign in that country. You give me job, wait them come and they vote for you. Well, now they give me job, So they want to take the horn, say, look, this now we recruit. They know so to their role that one day. They know so to their role. So that's now a very sensitive issue. I think if you go back to the previous regime, I think we also, sometimes in the world they discuss NTR, but we go back. You remember statistics earlier. I hope you still remember that. One of the submissions where the present government make, then say the recruitment process of them people that will be sacked, statistics earlier. Them people that will be open as statistics earlier. We know say a large number of them, then we sack them. What's in the argument? Then say the procedure where they recruit them people and they are not correct. And say not correct. And back do. So consequently, then we get for sack them people then they. That was their argument. Here again, then they go back to what them say. Then go back to what them say. For can recruit people them, where they know so not to their own role, and do not follow the correct procedure and the law, then they can't recruit them people. The other government back where they for come, that is what the chairman for the local government committee in parliament they talk now. Yeah. Where all our government come back tomorrow, they say not the same thing they for do. They will look at people are being look and say, look, the process and the procedure we want to follow for recruit them people are illegal. It's unconstitutional. So for this reason, we dismiss now. You see, it's just, we just go back and forth. They are all playing politics, not on with country. The politicians are not with country. They're not a move anywhere. Same old government, same new government, it's the same, brother. They're not full and they full with politics. Every activity now, then they politicize them. Recruitment, I talked on the other day, AAA, in terms of recruitment, then they award jobs based on political lines, yeah, on party lines, yeah, support issues then, policies then, debate on issues in parliament based on party line. You will see white and they call them black. These are clear examples. We don't need for waste of time to tell these people the truth, because by the minister himself, by his own submission, he knows say not to work. He accepted in parliament, say not to work rally. So therefore, he gave them 2 weeks with the hope say he will strike a compromise. That is all. He knows, he aware, say not to his job. Anyway, people, allow no waste of time. Thank you very much, and I will give chance to other panelists then. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usman Toli.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Man, I just want to see which kind of a straight face a minister want for use for talk to the councils them. After them, they don't tell and they don't deny them. Say no, na role. What you want to use now? He go still say no be no. I know so na be tell me, but I no be no. So now what parliament tell now, na the tell you believe. Yes, us friend, you get the platform, sir. What do you get for it today?
Yeah, thank you very much, AAA, for giving me the platform. And thanks a lot to Mr. Usman Toli for your contribution. Waiting me sit on this, because I think half of them don't come one time. This at least now, the one how the case don't can happen now from a different perspective. In other words, waiting at the effect of trying to do, because I'm trying to drive for do like non-partisan people, all the lot they don't come. You forget this, you forbid this educated. But in other words, just for summarize it, the issues and this way you get for CC, you see as challenges what the government get for deal with, instead of them they bring an idea for change how they will do decentralization. Because this decentralization, like you be done there, from 2004, where they bring out this local acts and they try to change all that in there. But you can find out, see, the local council, they not get a constitution of itself. The local government of itself, not like a provision of something where they do, the constitutional provision. From there, then they use. So now the same constitutional acts then they use together. I feel see na that side they just for code Mandi the argue say that section 31. And it actually clearly they show about the part 5 of staff of local council then and how to establish them and how the government service they go commission. So all those the thing. But you go come again to waiting up they talk about this when they get things and they become burden. People they want to do things all by themselves. And then in trying to do by themselves now, they don't create an area wherein they don't use for do this and then get a mandate of somebody where they overlook. And then those ones they want to translate them into another kind of a committee. I mean a community thing, so like a local council system where they have to put her into law, be specific. But the idea is here that you see more of a competition wherein they try to say now powers and services. All right, the services now we try to talk about now. We see this decentralization, so that things that would be people will get for kind of free turn for things that the local council will do that the people will get use of that in their upline. All right, then you get again the issue of culture. wherein they talk of local council. You get chiefdoms, get paramount chiefs. All right. Then inside the parliament back, you get the paramount chiefs. There were about 12 of them. And then why I would they elect them? That now the electoral college of chiefdom council. When are the local area, then they elect them, bring them. When they get sector, like they get certain tribes and they elect like inside a particular area, then get people that wanna a lot of say, then get the kurumas. So then they see how them people are, then they pay their tax. So then they get all those areas where they say, okay, we now don't pay this tax and I get membership, na then here, now get for can't take, when I nominate person, then would they go through the traditional way, they elect a paramount chief. Then the paramount chief, remember, then most of them, they say parliaments, then they watch things and they go on. And some of them, they cry out this behind them, there is one or two of them. And then here now is something related to them. Just like they say you first cousin. Local council is like a first cousin to the paramount chief then. And the paramount chief then, and the local council, then they find a way to bring the county side. So they see that again, the government they on one side, wherein you get the president, where both now in at the head of state, and at the same time, the head of the government. So you see, he get the power over the country all. And at the same time again, the one that way they disperse for going to the work in the country, and at the head of them back. So you get the executive powers there. So you see that burdenness and what we don't cry for say, then one person narrate and then the other people then take up. He might not intentionally do it, but he just say, I know about that area there, why the past mandate. So the one that won at the land in the boy there now, and then the minister there, and you get the local government itself, where they over look into these things there. But then they fail for realizing sometimes there is good things they are trying to bring, which is the decentralization. But they're not bringing it to try assess what they need for put force, whose infrastructure them. When they know, like people and they say, so they say, but how are they going to put them to jigsaw them for making them become something we will present to people and will do. So that's not the area there now, because now then they look saying this now in the local council wants. We know they go, we go try to give them a kind of sound a concept, we know they go with waiting at the culture. Because then they work on cultural something, when they pass from generation to generation, that knowledge they did it. So when they bring a major dividing line, for say this line here, for bring them so it will become a line where they bring the services for decentralization, but they bring them in the condition using power. So you get the power, they fight services. So the services are needed in the form of decentralization, but the power is actually affecting them in terms of the method where they try to bring them in there, so the people then go able to know their own goals they wouldn't want, instead of giving them goals where now the goals they will know they match with that local environment there. And most of the time, you see say, instead of the culture is there is not a culture. And once you alter the culture where don't they without bringing it in a systematic understanding, when you get relationship between local council, the local government, and then the leaders themselves, when the paramount chief, and then go to the head of state there. So you see say, as they alter a number, what it lead to? It lead to a system, when a vulture-like system. And if you look at the figure, this idea of the vulture is always depending on people. Some things they wouldn't die, and then they go survive. If they pray, let things die, let it go survive. He's never compromising to say, are they real let people and live or get family. So those are the things where a culture altered, they cause a vultured life. Now that one day we try to avoid. So the only way where some of these things then get able to achieve them, then get actually way for accomplish them, then we'll get for try for say, let we left those powers and then we try identify what are the structures change that we will do. So we will come, we will help them. Because UNDP, that is one of the areas there where they did it for. That is what they say they did it for, because they get a list of things in where they say they help the government for achieve. They don't be show them more, but then they stand up by their side where they're going for help. But if you then go wrong, they can advise them. So again, you go see say well, people and go don't know. When people now they fight for go and say well, we how they go complain. And they see some people they support. So they see say people are becoming aware now, and they see say there is an area back we will say well, we don't see what will happen there, so that people then will avoid this power where they will say we want for do this, we want for do this, we want for do this. Decentralization now for left things that will be dealt with by the local council. Let it not go with a price. And when you go with a price at this time where it be say the system will be don't get that development. People they focus on development, people they focus on this. Then before don't bring them after trial of some of these things which are standing there, people are using them now. People that will get started for both register and they vote. People that will get again for certain things that are free talk. They will get death and back, all those kind of things, and get many things. When they begin, and that's decentralization of things. They don't count free talk or big talk. So that time then go say, well, now we try for the put in some ideas and I'll try them back if them go work. But here is bringing ideas where then they say now because of they get the executive powers there, and the executive power is going to bring the suggestion, and the debate will get for they will be an elective debate. The people it will be more of like it will be will be not a partial one. People are bringing the ideas, but we'll get people who will listen to the one who don't go survey. The couple that don't go survey. So that we will get that in there. So a life issue then will be develop. Agriculture will develop. People then will know their rights. Other things and go to youths then will begin to collect and know their responsibility. All those kind of things. So that we'll not go get side, we will say, well, now we will do this. We know how they do it. But in the end, the economy is not going well. And how the economy is going well, you go see say, the bank is responsible for it will lend money to the government. It lent money to the bank. So those are the situation we want. But we don't want tomorrow a situation where the government can't pay workers and they have to go to NRA. Those are not the situation we want because of this kind of decision making where they get bureaucracy burden. People and they come with ideas. People and they selfish, they keep on their own for other things. Or then they create idea in their and go get their own way for get some things right. That is not the situation we want. Let them try for let go. So they allow people that will get ideas and go. Because in the end, it's not going to affect them for the time being. So they focus on what they are trying to do with their manifesto, and they are trying to bring again a change where we don't do on cause. They are just trying to fulfill it. Those areas they are fulfilling, and then they back them with their manifesto so they will focus so that the economy will grow. Because if the economy not grow, all these things are just vague because they are just coming from grants. And they're gonna let go. The grant is just gonna start it up, and then they're gonna let go and see how we're gonna go. So these areas of donor agents or funds coming in or other things coming in, let them try deal with those areas. Let them go deal with them with policies what will work, so that when we don't get with economy now, we get out, we just build on them instead of we just go put them down, and then these people are going to live back. And then these ones, when they don't help you for infrastructure, then we cannot manage them in the end because we don't set up a pace wherein people in the under the vulture life, they left the culture where people they go get for look to chief, don't paramount chief. They don't want to give them the respect where they go. But the people they get the respect, people they wouldn't go to. So they say it day, but una no one forgive them because una they feel say una get a hidden agenda. And the hidden agenda, we don't know. We don't know all about this. But let it be wherein they will establish this year because that's one thing. I actually talk about how then they elect people, and you not talk anything about how they actually look into for say now we not can suggest the possible that they bring because it not go fit in at the situation. It might be in the community. I don't know pull out or put on, but maybe it's doubtful. Because I don't feel that all of them wouldn't go down choose now based on the community in terms of when they say local council, where you get tradition, you get customs, you get the culture of people and they follow. How then they go about for elect this? And then you they say that will just change this immediately. It cannot work. It is good in some sense because that was let people become neutral in the end behind of it. But in making it neutral, let people then get involved. Where they go reach to the point now, they say we don't win una safe, una don't reach for una grow on our own. Let it not be a kind of immaturity state wherein you know we will forgetting the way consolidate one year now, if you get one, they will go amend the other to get the local accounts where good things, and then will come back, the chief will see what they happen. Now, so as sitting the go under, would not for do this, when I say when I get right to come do this, because most of them they're intelligent and they are fed up. They just don't have any way to do. They are welcoming things which are development, and that's what we want, because then they bring them kind of the flow. But why are they not concentrating on the economy? The economy is going into ruins. I'm praying for them to have wisdom. If something is happening there, the trend is very serious. But I'm not going to see anything now. Let's just wait and see how they will be able to turn around this gross domestic income, the GDP, and other things then. So that whatever they have taken and kept where they are keeping, let them try let go and let them focus on this. But God will help we all. And I believe Sandy helps you now, where people in the camp to, so that they will be able to do it in a systematic way. Let people not go to that old system who we know about January 6 ideas. That's not what we want. And people are not going to do it. But let them not just make normal people and they get an unsettled mind. Let people and get that certainty. Thank you very much for giving me the platform. Let God continue for help so then we're able to accomplish their goals in a positive way. We will help all for them we will before. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, us friend.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, sir.
God bless, sir.
Yes, Tony Ture Jones, what thing you get for it today?
Yeah, Abraham, good evening. Good evening, everybody, or good morning, depending on what side you listen with from. Yes, I'm gonna be brief because Usfriend and Usman Toli don't say a lot. You know, what me they try for say Abraham, let me make you find out say if you look at all these institutions, them right, and try for measure them outputs, is very very poor because of this type of recruitment we they see. You know they see that collaboration day. You know they see wherein they all come together and speak with one mind and do a better recruitment. You understand? Everybody they try for satisfy or try for please your own tribesmen or probably your own party people or people that would all come at the same place. And it's bad. It's really, really bad. The other day, the ask now, if politics don't press alone. I mean, you they see them vividly that because of them, you kill them malpractices there where they go on. Then they make you find out, say, even when somebody do something way bad, the penalty whether they levied on them, I mean, you not even commensurate. You not even see them like say, but this person do this now, this then do. If you find out say somebody go thief now one ministry after we don't embezzle a lot of cash, then take the person and say go wait few weeks or few months along the line, you go see that person they in another lucrative ministry back. It is serve they probably as other staff, or because I know you talk about ministers now, it is serve as other. We understand, you know, this not the thing because and the other thing is when you look at the square pegs in round hole, you understand what I mean? I get a friend where they seek for a job. They call this minister. They have a good relationship before even the minister, before you not even turn minister. Then they begin to call the office. Well, this person they call offices the way one walk. Say it don't apply, Then the person tell them say, bro, I don't apply na nurse. Then I say for going nurse to so don't follow up with it. They say all the position the way they see within a newspaper. We say we don't already follow up with them. So that's how it is happening. Most of this position where they see seven and newspaper now for just for say. Then go through the right process for say, okay, tomorrow, if anti-corruption or probably the recruitment process, let somebody now one corner not say they fly out recruitment and protocols and everything. They're doing these things. Most of these people that way there, so some of these jobs, man, they don't feel any job where you see government post right now newspaper or any side where you see vacancy there. Most of those positions has been filled already from the party hierarchy or whatever level. You understand? And it's really, really bad because they make you find out say people don't know they give them best. Integrity not there. You understand? And it undermine even the one the way genuinely they give them best now then departments or their institutions, then they or government institution. You got some other party people that will go sit down there, they watch that man they know they for we. You understand? The next moment and go can number they say give you your phone. Lord check if you don't take picture of waiting a call. You understand? You begin face some kind of inconvenience, and that is happening. This is why they tell you so for let somebody go work and take your phone and say, what you don't snap? It happens right now. In some ministries, then way different doubts you loyalty say you not to one of them kind. These are some of the things that we didn't do today. You understand? So and they try for ensure say the young people where them feel say they trust or we go there in the aim of things, you understand? Now then they want for position. You know, it's an historic problem. We all know that, but this time around, even worse. Because we got people that were they serve now this government. We're not a political appointment. We got them job from APC time. Like the MPP guy, the procurement guy, the Director General. Now you local the past regime, APC, they recruit them. They're not looking like I say, oh no, this was in name we get now so name. You understand? But this time around, it's really worse than even the previous administration when we did it. You understand? So some of them things then the way they see right now, even with the cry for basic, simple amenities, them. Not that they're not savvy, they don't know say these things, they're not happy. People they're not able to get the services the way they want. Look like how lights they go. Lights they go like Christmas bulb. The lights were in my area, you know, even 110. Because the 110 appliance and says way they where you put step down, you don't even get the you not even power. You don't even tack. You not even up to 110. Then make we get all them substandard services that what they see, so even all over, not to just one. You understand? Because every facet, every area, every this, even was KSSF, bruh, all things don't politicize in that country. All things, bruh. Until you say they go down, you will see. And it even gets worse now than even before. You understand? And because when they make all these things they happen, people then they don't get jobs. And the few people that will get jobs, or the people that will control the finances of the country, I mean, they say who pays the piper dictates the tune. That's what we're seeing right now. So some of these guys where they're feasted and the whole money, then they hand the money they pass, they dictate what is happening. They make we see a lot of challenges, a lot of pitfalls in so many ministries. You only have few ministries them where genuinely, like the Ministry of Education, yeah, I can point them out, say, now one of the outstanding ministry down there, where me in and out, I go and try for review and see, say, yes, at least it's not 100%. Nobody not go say them go reach the overnight, but you they see the trend, you they see the pattern where the minister or even other people there. If we get that kind of same system there, you know, no problem for let you recruit your party member. There's no problem. But once the party member they deliver, once they give him best on the job, it's fine. But when you get to a ministry where you take your own people there normal, you don't pack it and they deliver, now then it become a problem. Because now taxpayer money, people then they pay for services where they needed the service. They cannot get the service because you get few people and we say now then they in power or now they uncool or now this, now then that. They in authority or probably the Director General. When they go do something, just do a normal, the nothing not come up. When someone can say now buff case. Now we they see. I know they say in all round, you understand it, but certain ministry, in eminent, you they see Ambra. Now it happen. You know, I mean, God bless you for this nice program where they do. But I wish now so people then where they serve this country get that same passion they and drive where you get to. And I know people don't have the passion for the job. They only get the passion for the benefits. Get the passion of the infringed benefits and what surround the salary and the bump money the way they inside luxurious car. Then a beach tell them also club they pass na net and then tell you say coffee day. When government vehicle for don't park. Some vehicle where you see now they pass, not even vehicle where you go say connect to even not cover cook. But then you know when they go say suite of office. You understand it? But all them things then they undermine with democracy. Then they undermine with development in the country. Because the people themselves, when they say go come tomorrow, they go do their worst. And then you go see tomorrow. You understand? They say that suck the pieces, not saying they see say dirty the water. And the one where they go essa. And then they forget say something everywhere they do. Now, bad precedent and they said so. It's a bad precedent for Salon we make. We don't ever go before. We just stay around circle. Because the next man self when you know they do better. Instead of the same thing they can do. We want to talk, just like how this man the way they empower the tell you, APC me don't wreck this country for almost a year. Stop telling us about APC don't wreck this country. That's why they gave you guys mandates. The mandate you get for change and develop the people. Let the thing show on the people. Look, see the 4 simple bridge. Simple bridge. Go be they make talk shop now. Bridge where just broke. If it's a na I said them if na me longer bridge them make push today. Now the one all day then go dey pana. These are not relevant. You don't go open the bridge. All the information people they need, put on a radio, TV, and this and that. We go see them. But block one place, that now even budget, so they stretch the budget. Because definitely, they must not put money now. Some are not better. They say, long next until so small money will come. This is what is happening. There are certain costs where these people they need for the costs. They don't the cost at all. So if I not say they stretch the budget, they stretch the small money where they in circulation. So basic things the way money for go pan, like a water, where hospital they run without water. Now there's small money are there for the save for provide water at the hospital. Now there's small money are there for the save for provide more wheelchair. Now current hospital where you will see somebody go with impulsive. Now he said the total like a young baby they worker. Do I ask the guy? He said wheelchair and all day. In this 21st century, then they tell we say money they can every day, and they don't the same for talk out. Then they tell you the finances where the government they receive as grants all the time, and then you they watch again say things are not happening in certain area where you feel say things for they happen. You understand? People are not full, and the salon people that tell you they're not full. They're really not full. APC when you get money that they are, then bribe, then get t-shirt, then get this. People vote them out. And then don't feel say the same people they not change, the same people then still they watch. If these people not deliver, they don't give the people services. Just because they're busy, they recruit them, young tribesmen, they wake up, perform, putting square pegs in round. Definitely, what will happen tomorrow? We will see the country they go down, and we still there one place with they collect Ghana, Nigeria, even Guinea. Look how Guinea they make. I always they benchmark Guinea where they near me in terms of iron ore, the mining laws them. So I don't say Olambu pass Guinea. We saw pass Guinea poverty. No Guinea. Go and see their laws in mining. They are benefiting a lot. When the companies coming, they are the one benefiting. So tell me the truth. Somebody they can't tell me say he has a PhD. If you cannot apply what you learn, your PhD, it's useless. Because let's say me a PhD. You're able for apply what you learn in your head. Then like emotional intelligence, you have to have initiative, you have to get empathy, you have to think out of the box. Some of these guys they don't get fucking stupid, brother. I'm telling you, sorry for the bad word. People and they suffer. You see aged people, they suffer. People really they suffer. You go and put a coffee there at 10 o'clock. You see now net 8 o'clock, people they want enter we put more people at risk. Or can they go and get accidents with people then because they run now net, he want to make sure say he do all around them, able to make money that minute. So this even coffee them put it's a suffering on the people. Trust me, it's really a suffering. When you see 10 o'clock, people they run, 8 o'clock, people they run, papa. Bike they run so they fall down, they get accident. And funnily, when you go to the hospital, nobody know they for treat you. You then end up die there because all my they run for go now host and say curfew day. So them guy where they man, not surprised if the people in salons change their mind in 2023 because they are not delivering the service. They just talk. Just like Donald Trump can say, all talk, no action.
Thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome, Bill.
That's how it's in Tony Ture Johnson gets for it today. Even though it look like a say, I think now the things thinking way it comes alone. Myself watched the opening of the Savage Street Bridge. The bridge was supposed to be an opening for everybody. Make we learn waiting happen. But the opening of the bridge turned to campaign time. Begin talk about mosquito. When I not listening to them mosquito there, where they talk. When I listen to this government like, I do go open bridge, just how we all get for waka. They begin talk about mosquito back. So mosquito you don't get for Kanto Bridge. Now noise then they make, I don't know, man. It's like all we see now for the next election. Now they see. All we see now for the next election. There was a posting where I posted it. I don't know if you see him on the Facebook page where I asked, this person it be come out from I not see him other side. Maybe you see him other side. I mean at the first leading page I see him where they outline all the good things where this government don't do. I don't know if you see him, but if you not see him, go check on the Facebook page. But good thing they did, sometimes now we not they see. But a lot of things the way outline say now the government don't do, they say now factual achievements. So they ask a question if they now be factual or non-factual achievements now one day. And Famoro still they talk about these statistics Sierra Leone. Famoro, I think you be don't left Salon done, but statistics Sierra Leone then be don't get the money. Unfortunately, you not be this alone again. Abdulem Fatoma, Chadi, Campaign for Human Rights Development International, we don't handle that campaign day, and Sierra Network cover the campaign. If you go on the YouTube page, you go see and later then be tell thank you. Because yes, statistics Sierra Leone be for pay the people them. You know this alone again, maybe that's why they didn't pay you. But we did say, because the last time if we be kind, you be say that again, and then I seen at the comment you say Titi they not. No, they paid. But you were not there anymore. I don't know if you be same person for go check for you for your money. But someone way they say they not ever paid Titi, they know they have paid. They don't pay, but you not get your money because you not be this alone. I don't know if person go pick out in your name. Yes, caller, you live on air, your name and outside the call phone, please.
Yeah, Triple A, me.
Yes, sir. You get 3 minutes, sir.
All right, thank you very much. This is Omar from Los Angeles. I feel bad for the young man, Mr. Tony. I think it's because he just come on a free and bloody warm. But I just want to tell and say, don't raise your blood pressure because it need a change. Nothing need a change. Then two people here, just like what Mr. Tolly been say about when they change people, I always they say this, but people need to believe. People if you say in a politician. Honest by Chroma gets a lot of things for do with all them crap you would go on. I mean, they tell a friend of mine the other day. In the then at the best position, 10 years uninterrupted. When in fact the way whether we don't come with that constitution, he been get only 3 months. Now he only get left in a power. Well, if you don't look at that constitution, they even put in your strength, they let them amend this all toilet paper what we get, what they call constitution, not a constitution. Even if we don't amend this constitution and put things in the way go safeguard the people of this nation. But he not do them because he said they hold on to APC. He care more about APC than the country. This all take with constitution. Marabio, even with everything what I don't say about Honest by Chroma, but during Honest by Chroma in tenure, Sandy been get position. Everybody knows say Sandy na SLPP. The under Sandy when I the BO in secretary right now. Instead being there Honest by Chroma in government. So Honest by Chroma be higher. Boko SLPP people them. And not of us they not be know them. They know them and they not terrorize nobody. They not terrorize nobody compared to what in this party they do. And if you go to that Ministry of Information, look the guys and what they do. Look the guys. Now all them guys that will be the council on the news, they talk, all them guys and they Elba, Ahmed Elba and all, they're all now then the Minister of Information bring come in. Now every single one of them, the SLPP, they pull everybody come up within the information. Because you know somebody will be there. They pull everybody, they bring all the young them. So Marabio, this guy to me, he got for good long as the worst president we don't ever get. Because they say no blame, you don't know what he go. Give me a break. The man know exactly what he go on. Today I be they look this thing, I tell a friend. Why them for dance? Why them for dance? I don't already say this thing today. Even Honest by Chroma be do something. Why them for dance? Honest by Chroma run say, when I give me power, I go do this. Mother Bio they run say, when I give me the power, when I give me the power, now then thing I go do. So why if we do that now we dance? Why we for dance for bridge where in fact them for don't save money if them pay attention and repair the bridge. Just like the other one that we need repair right now. Then they wait stay broke, then they go trust money, or then go somebody go sorry, give them money, then they eat, then they fix. And then people let they do. But this guy with Honest, with everything what Honest Chroma we don't do, this guy, Marabia, they make Honest Chroma look like a genius. Then people let them very, very tribalistic. Very, very tribalism, and then they go with. But now the thing is, the people on what they write with constitution, go look at the constitution. If you see anything they will mention the people, no. All what thing they talk about now, the party. Then they say they listen back now 98.1, where Lahai Lawrence Lima be did it. Everything where they attack, who say the code? The constitution, because you know why? The constitution only cover the party them. It not cover the people. And so now make as soon as they do something bad, where you raise questions, say the constitution, chapter 2, subsection 1, this, that. The constitution. And the people on where write this constitution, they always they call the name. Apply content. ID Cabo. Now God will continue for punishing. God must punish you now. The punish will not put on that country. Now that no more.
Thank you very much, Umar. Yes, caller, 11 here. Your name and where you call from?
This is Mr. This Consul. Yeah, I really, this is not really breaking news where Omar say this president Zephyr go down as one of the worst presidents ever. I feel saying himself in don't begin to change, but anyway, that's the funny side. But yeah, moving forward, I'm glad you would see the happening so now, and they happen in real time, and they report in real time. So I know wish bad for the people about there. When they begin to suck them, where our government come, but they are letting you say now tribalism. Yeah, well the big. Yeah, that old tune where they suck people them because of what the APC do. We know they fall for that anymore. We know say now because of bad politics. So there, wouldn't begin sakuna or wouldn't know you na woke. We are not saying that because of who na come out. We have to understand saying that because of the bad politics and the bad recruitment. Now he gonna lose our job. So dear, I'm glad the way this day happen in real time. So in 5 years time, 10 years time, we will play this back, and old man gonna say yes, not because of who you come out, not because of the way they recruit now. Tata.
Thank you very much, caller. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
Yeah, isn't that Patrick?
Yes, Patrick, you get 3 minutes, sir.
I mean, this thing is on the past mark. We don't know what to foresee again. We don't talk. All the things they already do. You know, we not say local government, I mean, the council are they responsible for higher people than other country. Then are they pay the people then? Are they out of the budget that they pull the money there for pay them people there? Government or local government, where they ask for let they give council their own money self, they know they do it. So why did they go to do something that where for social because now they not power? This not the thing they should do. With as we always they say politics don't put that country there. Why therefore they do that thing there? Then they be careful until they refuse that they rule the people the well. Because we know the serious that they rule the people the well. With the serious every day if they not implement tribalism or party business. Our man they talk and now you don't go force people on top people there because where they go there now, where they do wrong, they're not gonna say not on hire with this we are government people there. Just like what they do them for a state there. For a state can they say they know they talk to police themselves. Because they get the government in backing. Now more problem. If them because some of them people they go with the idea say now government don't local government don't hire them, not to council hire them. They would misbehave anyhow, do any kind of thing anyhow. Where council want correct them or something that should commodity, problem commodity. They're going to go, but this one not like the government. This one talk about the government. All kinds of snitch they do, but who snitch go the day they say this one and they say so they create more problem, more division, and they create in the country because we know Salomon, we know we self. When if council hire you, say under council authority, they just misbehave anyhow. But local government hire you, they send you go to council for trouble than it because you go misbehave, you go do your way one do. Where the council man talk, you go say, listen, paddy man, may I get power pass you first. Local government hire me, you the council. So I not to you at the report to. Now local government at the report to. Because basically that's what level happen. They left for be careful. 2023 now they fight again. No. With all the strategy where they make, let them be careful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who call from, please.
This is Ibrahim from Maryland.
Yes, Ibrahim, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Take with me, I want to ask a question. I don't know if you get any idea. The local council commission, the people when they hire, they get any term limit when they serve, not the job when they hire them? Okay. You know, me, presidentbio, I don't know whose loyalty where he get to the ministers there. Me, pass the woman on them where they give ministerial position, and I don't see them misbehave. But the man, they all where they give ministerial position, they anytime where they say for can't talk. I also talk about the business. They don't get respect for nobody. This man, from the beginning, 2008, when they came in power, he don't begin misbehave from the mayor. Up to this time, this guy still they misbehave. He take and say the power where they get for the for everlasting, like say not get for commodity again. I always set an example, say, make them look back, make them remember, say, the one way they go after right now, majority of them, they be don't hold them position, they them also today. So now look them condition today. Look, APC spokesperson, now be minister, not only know on our way to the country right now, where be say even get policeman there, where they gather. So if then they in that position and they may not feel say, now we then they try for say then they do we good oh, now we put them there, now we get the power. The only problem with the story in that country now we be say majority of people they not able to understand say we the people now we get the power, now we give them a job, now for tell them what them for do. But these ministers then they go and misbehave. Presidentbio just sit there, they watch them. If forget say then kind people there back now they try for destroy in government, you don't know. Look how shameful today. Just for go open bridge. Look how then they go and talk on the internet. It's too shameful, Salon. Presidentbio, if you not act, we be feel say where you come, where you na ex-military man, it is scout that intelligence they say where they be don't train you. You get for cow that same training they say anybody will misbehave, they take action, discipline now. But when they see nothing, trust me, and by Roma, the way we've been treating ministers then, he passed Presidentbio right now. Then we are the same people then. Let God sorry for you and God bless Mama Salon. Thank you very much, Pa.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who call from, please.
It's Ezekiel, I call from Oregon.
Yes, Ezekiel, get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much. I'll not get too much for say. It's just I'll be watch the video clip where you post and then the same troubling comment I put today, which just it not make no sense. Small bridges like that, they wanna go get up. Oh my goodness. It's so pathetic. Way other countries and they get up for show something way so remarkable when I go sit under a small bridge that just they make noise. It's so sad. It's so sad. So sad. I mean, I never ever see this kind here. This is pass mark. I never ever see this kind here. Just waste money, you know. Go sit down, they talk. Like every little thing now. Every little thing. Then they get up for that. What's kind of trouble this? People are dying of hunger. People in the hustle all over the place. Then when they go waste time yonder. Like nobody know there for sit down and think. Man, I guess the first lady waving the tell una, even though obviously in a part of that. Na PhD now. I don't know who's kind of PhD then I get. Just they sit down around, like say. Very soon then go begin we are kakadebo stuff. They begin dance kakadebo in the street. Very soon. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel. The thing now about this particular issue, Parliament's enforced attack can always good. But Parliament then come back. Problem kindidi. I don't know if we can forget them for bringing this issue where Parliament deal with the mines minister. At first, when Honorable Emerson Salamina we catch the minister. We then always be there at the high table. We then catch the minister, eh? Then they get time for go and come back. Hey, Papa God. The next can we then can now. If they tell you say, now the same minister day before Honorable Emerson Salamina, you go doubt. The kind we begin praise her. Say that the best minister, na the best thing he ever do. The people that will be the question and the first thing. Then question and then probe well. Then say make he go back, make he go bring can this and that and make he. The next can we can. You want to see praises? I think say then quick switch then they. And take option need for the investigate. I know say something happy no. But the switch is fast. We they see anything we go to parliament first, we get buck foot business, we pull saw too. The next one. Eh? Parliament they play along you they ask. If they play along you they ask. Remember for that passport, I go remind you pokutine. So even this one now who they talk so we they don't get in 2 weeks. Me, I'm hopeful. Pass I see done. Pass I see after everything now then say this ruling still stand. Because the same people about this, I think we'll go for calm. We'll go for deal with standing here. For say the procedures, you know, go through parliament, you know this, you know that. They even court laws them. They even go to lose them for her. Say the minister not do this, you not do that, he breach this and that and blah blah blah. Say the minister be saying, you know, to lawyer, but argue then. And then tell her, say, let her argue and caution her. Oh, but after that, tell her and give the minister can now. The minister no need for talk Boku again. The high table and then they rain praises now for the minister. Say na the best. What he do so na incorrect. The same person we can force on a doubt. So parliament who you face then that first one. We should then give that term for come. I don't know. Do they have people that lobby in Sierra Leone? For say then get people who can go lobby now after that first appearance. For the second appearance, let me say everything, you know. Because if not, I'll see how this one get for play next. I'll see. But if you're not possible to follow Salon Parliament, the first appearance, the only possible tower, and I only able tower. When I made them be the call caller. For that one is because waiting do him be supposed to can do the praises now, but you know agree they do the praises. But all the other one there, then they do the praises. What think it caused the praises? I not sabi. I don't know if you sabi. Or me, I don't know. But one thing we I know is after the first one, the second one, and we arrange her. And they arrange her. This one, at least, we now know. Say the procedure was not correct, illegal. So let's see how they amend them. Let's see. Until they say they don't put an hold. I hope say they will come back say yes, will be put an hold until then be don't accept their mistake, then let them carry on no more. Then next 10 out then go no see them go do it. I hope not. I hope not. But we left everything. Yeah? Go there back tomorrow. Because Leone, this will all get coconuted. So I think say we need for calm with stress level down. Also, I am a saloon. Are the best we want, but hey. Till we meet again, Triple say, ta-ta.